Okay, Shalom Aleichem. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Haro Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles of the Great Millstone, and shout out to all the Akim pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Alright, so this is part of the thumb from the SF Bay Area camp, and I'm currently in South Mexico. And so I stumbled upon this stone right here, and the locals pretty much say its origin is Aztec, because when the people were building this stone wall, they had found this crumbled stone right here, and they just went ahead and used it for the foundation of this wall. And as you can see, you know, it's very unique. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and read some of the scriptures. Alright, so a lot of people, you know, including the people here that live in Mexico, they're not really aware that, you know, they're the children of Israel from the Northern Kingdom. I'm going to go ahead and read this in the book of 2nd Esdras, because, you know, after the kingdom split, the Northern Kingdoms were enslaved by the Assyrians, and after that they were they left that captivity, and you know, they came here. So I'm going to go ahead and read that account right here in 2nd Esdras 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanaser the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. Yeah, and that place that never mankind dwelt was right here, considered today as, you know, the Americas, in Middle America specifically, because right now I'm on South Mexico. So it's verse 42, that they might there keep their statues, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For though that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. So it took the Northern Kingdom, you know, from the Euphrates to here, it took them a year and a half to get there. And so that's how you know that they didn't go to Australia, or they went to Africa, or they went to Japan, you know, so to speak. You know, they went here to the Americas. Alright, so I'm going to read it again, verse 45. For though that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Arzareth. Yeah, and we know that that Christopher Columbus, when he came over here, he had brought a Hebrew translators, because he knew that the Hebrew Israelites were over here. And so, you know, then after that, they named this place Amerigo after, I forget the name of the guy, but it was, I think it's Vespucci Amerigo, and that's why this place is known today as America. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and read this specifically on the tribe of Issachar. This is 1 Chronicles 12 and 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understandings of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Yeah, so when the Northern Kingdom went here to North America, you know, it's the spirit that bears witness that, you know, that they're the children of the Most High, because you know, they built pyramids in Egypt, and then they built pyramids here in America, you know, specifically here in the Middle America in Mexico. And there's one thing too. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out that precept in Romans, because, you know, as I'm going here, I'm visiting family members, and like all of them are either carpenters or construction workers. Like, they deal with stone work, you know, and they're pretty much doing what their forefathers doing. As you can see in this stone right here, this is really like, it's really masterwork stonework that they did, because they didn't really carve it, you know, they didn't really chip it away. They really mended it to the way it's formed. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this precept out in Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Yeah, and so Issachar over here, you know, it was in their spirit to be, you know, builders, workers, and stuff like that. Because also when I was going to the towns, like it was non-stop. I would see everything about horoscopes. Like over here in Mexico, like you cannot escape your horoscope. They have that on the commercials. They have that on lunch boxes. They have that on milk cartons. And it's because it's in their spirit to gaze at the stars. And when they go into horoscopes, that's actually using it for the left-hand side of what it's there for. But nonetheless, it's in their spirit to do these things, because they come out the womb, and the spirit that's inside their vessel is that of a tribe of Issachar or a tribe of Zebulon. Because all the tribes are here. And I've noticed that too. Like certain people carry certain carnelian stones, and that's just a dead giveaway that that's a Reubenite. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out a few precepts. Alright, so this is Romans 9:26. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, You are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. Yeah, so also in North America, which is known as Babylon the Great, there is going to be a great deliverance of all the 12 tribes of Israel. But, all those 12 tribes, they're scattered throughout, specifically here in Mexico, where the Northern Kingdom landed after their captivity in Syria, but they're also all over the world, because wherever Israel is, they're gonna do what Israel does, which is, plant seed. It's in our spirit specifically to be the children of the Most High. So I'm gonna bring a few precepts. Yeah, so I get my location, film with one hand, go through the scriptures with the other. Alright, so this is Malachi 2:9. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all of the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law. Yeah, because nonetheless that falling away that would happen before we were to enter the kingdom. That happened not only for the southern kingdom, but it happened to the northern kingdom, because Christopher Colomb, he came over here, and he initially enslaved the Taínos, and then he started the transatlantic slave trade from there. So he started over here, and then he went from all over the parts of northern Africa and in Europe to get the southern kingdom. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one more precept. Alright, so this is Zechariah 8:7. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, Behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country. And that's right, because as we're all scattered throughout, mainly here in Mexico as being, the place where the majority of Ishkarites are at. The majority of them are still doing the ways of the heathen. They're not doing the right thing. But, the elect is going to be saved wherever they're at. Alright, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully this video was edifying. I just wanted to show the Akim this stone that I encountered as on my trip down here. You see it was cracked so you can make this wall right here. And just went ahead and used it for this. Alright, so shalom, Akim.